I'm back in Kansas. Wow, 5 days, that was freezing, absolutely freezing. Good morning, how you doing? Me again. I think it's a bit windy. Check the mic. That should be alright, we'll give it a go with that one, shall we? Back in Tenerife. It's mission accomplished in the UK. So we're back now, which is it's nice to be back anyway. And I was thinking just like get back to normal what we do best. Bit of walking, bit of talking. Walking and talking. Walking and talking. And a bit of a view behind us. So you can guess where we are. Leave in the comments if you know. The one today, I mentioned to my daughter, she's with us. And the one today, hello. And the one today that I wanted to talk about, and I said to her, I said, do you know John Darwin, the canoe man? And she's like, the who? I went, the canoe man. Do you remember the guy from Hartlepool, John Darwin? She's like, no, I don't remember him. I said, the one that disappeared. I went out in a canoe and disappeared. And then a few years later turned back up again saying he'd lost his memory. And they made a big show about it on TV, and it was all a big fake and it was a big hoax. It was an insurance claim. I said, I actually knew the day before he showed up that he was going to show up. How weird's that? Now, how can you explain that? Because that's what Megan said. She's like, how do you manage to work that one out? Well, the truth really is, it takes us back to the car dealership days, and it was on a Sunday. He actually turned up on a Monday. If you look at the dates, it was a Monday that it turned up. And to me, it was a Sunday that I found out. The first time I ever heard this guy's name, John Darwin, was on that Sunday the day before. And what it was I was a business manager working at Newcastle Jaguar, so I'm selling Jaguar cars. They're very nice, very elite, very higher end, you know, smart suits, nice cars, Jaguar XKs, S-Types, X-Types, beautiful cars. And what happened was we had the sales execs that work for us there don't tend to be kids then. They're not like the young kids, you know, like 20-year-olds. These guys tend to be like 40, 50-year-olds because they've been around the block a little bit. They've deserved the elitism then to work at Jaguar and the rich dealerships rather than flogging out the Vauxhalls, you know, the Corsas at 10 a penny. They'd sell maybe 5-6 cars a month rather than 30 cars a month. But they get paid heavily on the 5-6 that they sell because the commission's in there. There was this one guy that worked for me, and he was a guy called Paul Wager. He'd been in it for years. Paul Wager, he actually wrote a book about VW cars. I'll just put it in there, I think, just to see. I think it was about a Beetle. He wrote the Beetle. Got published as well, you know, this guy. As a book, as an author. She's just listening in. Yeah, just listening. So anyway, this guy, Paul, he comes from Hartlepool. Now, Hartlepool is the area where this John Darwin disappeared. He disappeared from a place called Seaton Carew. One day he went out on his canoe and then never came back. And they reported him as missing. And after a while, they reported him as dead, etc. But I'll tell you that story in a second. Paul, the type of person he was, Paul was in his 50s. He's diced with business a little bit. Never gone bankrupt, but, you know, skirted along that line. I think with VAT had been done for sort of VAT fraud or something like that. But it was just for the years selling cars. One Sunday morning, he tells me this story about a friend of his called John Darwin, who they had properties together. Then they split the properties, and then he went on his own way. And he told me the story about this man who went out to sea one day with a canoe and never came back. So he said to his missus, I'm going out in the canoe, I'll see you later on. Goes out to sea, never to be seen again. And he's telling me this story, and I'm listening to it on a Sunday morning, just because we normally, like on a Sunday, there's no customers, and we're just talking, shooting the breeze really. And he tells me this, and I'm like, what a weird story this is. Why would you tell me something like that? Just totally random out of the blue. Anyway, that's on the Sunday. On the Monday, up on the headlines on the news, because he actually told me on the Sunday, he went, I don't think he died, you know, I don't think he died. And that was it. On the Monday, the same bloke walks into I think it's a London police station, turns around, says he's lost his memory, he's had amnesia, doesn't know where he is, and he needs help. It turns out to be John Darwin. So I get this news comes back to me. That following, I'm straight into Paul, and I'm like, you knew. He's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, you bloody did, man. You must have known, because they were good friends. So it turns out, in my eyes, I think I found out that John Darwin was going to turn up before he actually disappeared, before he actually turned up. So the story about John Darwin then is, he reckons he's got amnesia. Somebody then Googles his name, and they only find a picture of him and his missus in Panama, arm in arm with the estate agents where they've bought an apartment from, because the insurance company paid out on his death. So he'd faked his death. He'd actually moved into the property next door in the loft, told his kids that he's died, like the mother told his kids that he's died, So all that's happened as well. And he's faked his death, done that, took the money, bought apartments. Obviously, she was like, I think she was torn that much between the two, didn't know what to do. So she like came back a little bit from I can't do this, and hence the reason why he came back into the limelight again, saying I've lost my memory and amnesia. And then from there, they turned out and made a full film from it. It's crazy, isn't it? Bizarre. 2 seconds, Shelley's calling me. It's a weird story, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they made a TV show out of it, and that was it. Made a TV show out of it, and he had to go to prison.
Did he?
And so did she. Yeah, they went to prison.
Are they in prison now?
No, they got released about a couple of years ago, I think. But it was a big story at the day. That was it. So we are now in. We just worked it out. It's like Christmas is a week on Sunday, and we're on Thursday, and we've got absolutely nothing. I've got Shelley nothing for Christmas yet. I'm normally a lot more organised than this, and I've got absolutely nothing. I just don't know what to get her. I went into the UK. This is another thing. Let me just get out the wind. 2 secs. Oh, somebody's getting married. There's coming downstairs. It's pretty, isn't it? Somebody's getting married over there. Really pretty. Really pretty. We'll take a wander up this way. I think it's out the window this way. Christmas is in 10 days. And I am so unprepared, it is ridiculous. I went shopping in the UK yesterday to go and look for some Christmas presents for some inspiration for Shelley, and I've got to tell you, I found absolutely nothing. I found nothing. What can you buy? Right, what can you buy? A woman who's got her own sense of style, so I can't buy clothes because you're looking, well, it's not
like what you buy.
No, so I can't do that. No. I can't buy her shoes. I can't buy her jewellery. I can buy her a perfume, which it's just the predictability of it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part, because I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to get her. I genuinely don't know what to get her. Look at,
oh, they're nice.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I've lost it. Ian, I don't know how to put it. I'm so sorry, I've lost it. Nice. I need to find another one. Let's have a look, see if I can find another. I quite like the stuff with the white on it.
Yeah, that is.
It looks quite clean, doesn't it, with white? Let's have a look through, see if I can find another one. Just a simplicity one. Choose me one, Meg. Choose me one.
That one's nice. Well, that one, I know it's got.
No, I don't want to cross.
That one.
Yeah, how much is it on the back? Can I take it off?
I can't. Oh. £2.95.
£2.95.
That's alright, that.
We'll do that one. Handmade. That's alright, we'll take that one.
Yeah,
right,
I like
okay.
that one.
We'll take that one. Let's go and do it. See how I'm paying that one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's a windy day down here today. It's nice to be out though. It's better than the winter of the UK at the moment, that's for sure. Hola, buenas. ¿Puedo hacer eso? Porfa. Can you just take 10 out of that? No tengo, lo siento. ¿Tienes? You got any change?
No.
Tengo nada. Tarjeta, sí. Just get me that blue card. Fácil, ¿eh?
You want a copy?
No quiero. Sí, okay. Gracias. Hasta luego, ciao. He was like, do you want a copy of what you're waiting for? You forgot to give it me. So that'll do. I'll put that on in a minute. Is that my wallet still?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, stick it in there.
Do
So,
you want me to open it up for you?
yeah, you sort that out while I'm doing it. So what do you do? I literally, we're not Christmas ready. Somebody, Andy, by the way, turned up last night. Hi, Andy, if you're there. Just get yourself.
Yeah.
Andy, if you're watching, Andy turned up with a bag of presents for us. You don't need to do that. He was absolutely so kind of you. He said, I've gone for quantity rather than quality. We've not opened it. It has given us maybe the impetus to put the tree up so we can put them under the tree. So we're not going to open it till then. But Andy, thank you so much. It was very, very kind of you to do that. Guys, I don't know how many more vlogs we're going to do before Christmas, but most probably will do some. You putting it on? That's too big. There we go. What you do, tighten the knot?
That's all I do, you just pull it.
There you go.
Wait, let's pull it. There. Yeah. Very nice.
There you go. In the meantime, Ian, Maria, I'm going to search for the other one because I don't know where it's gone. I just took it off one day and I'm like, where's that gone? Well, there we go. Let's see how it goes. You know what to do. Thank you so much. Just a quick one, little one, and Nice to be back in Kansas. See you on the next one. Cheers. Are you waving?
Bye.